Ophidia group is a snake group. A considerable part of homeopathic Materia Medica consists of medicines taken from animal kingdom. As the name implies, the Ophidia consists of medicines taken from snake. In the animal kingdom, Ophidia is one of the largest group contributing various drugs of homeopathy. The Ophidia group contains serpents and snake proper. The snake is one of the ancient and most mythological character. The snake is one of the oldest symbols that has appeared repeatedly in the Bible, in Indian mythology, Egyptian iconography, and in China. Snakes are the fascinating part of nature. Their color, movement, and secretive habits make them look more mysterious than other animals. For the people who are specially interested in wildlife, snakes are the wonderful introduction to the world of nature. Snakes are worshipped for wisdom and sexuality. Reptiles express their survival needs differently than other animals. They have adapted by becoming more cunning and manipulative. And to know their victim's weakness, snakes make up the biggest segment of reptile remedies. Each snake has its own defense mechanism, and the poisonous snakes have proven to be the most useful in homeopathy because of toxic nature of their venoms. Their weak spot is the nape. A blow to the nape will usually kill the snake. Hence, we see a lot of symptoms of the neck and the throat in snake remedies. The toxic nature of venoms will usually affect the blood or the nervous system. Thus, snake remedies are very useful in this type of disease. We should never forget the nature of the animal, as it will always tell us much about the remedy. Common snake remedies are lachesis, Crotalus horridus, Sancris, and Naja. All Ophidias affect the throat and cause constriction, dryness, hoarseness, sensitive larynx, dyspnea, cough, blood spitting, operation of the chest, and palpitation of the heart with anxiety. Anxiety and apprehensiveness are symptoms of many animal poisons, especially the Ophidias. Snake poisons are very useful in virulent acute miasms like scarlatina, yellow fever, meningitis, diphtheria, and typhoid. These represent the violent action and the crisis inherent to the acute actions of animal poison. In the chronic sphere, the snake remedies reflect degeneration, senility, idiocy, apoplexy, and drunkenness. The snake family demonstrates a homogeneous portrait which contains many different symptoms. Distribution. Snakes are cold-blooded animals, very common in the tropical and the warm desert environment. There are 18 families, about 420 genera, and more than 2,700 species of snakes in the world. Of these, about 266 species are found in India, of which 52 are poisonous. Myths and beliefs about snake. All snakes are strictly carnivorous. They can go from long period without any food because of slow metabolism. Many people believe that snake drinks milk. A very thirsty snake may take a sip of milk, but it is not a natural feed for snakes. Second is, people believe that snakes can hear sounds and even respond to music. Seeing snakes swaying to the charmer's wand or flute, it's not true. The fact is, snake cannot hear sound, but they perceive the vibration from the ground made by the charmer and they respond to it. Third is, the widespread belief is that if you kill a snake, it would return to take revenge. In fact, snakes do not have brain that can think beyond feeding, resting, and avoiding enemies. It cannot think ahead and plan in a way higher animals like humans do. When a snake is killed, it releases the musk which attracts the other snakes to that spot, but certainly not to take revenge. Senses of snake. Hearing. Snake cannot hear any sound. Second is vision. Snake have a distinct visual system. They do not have eyelids. The eyes had a transparent cover will change every time the skin is shed. The thinner and the active species like tree and red snake have good eyesight. Some snakes which hunt at night have heat sensitive areas in their face. Third is smell. Snake depends mostly on the forked tongue to pick up the scent from the air and ground and transfer them to the Jacobson's organs in the roof of the mouth. Fourth is pain and temperature. Snakes feel pain and are acutely sensitive and can suffer from changes in temperature and humidity. Now, What are importance and uses of snake? Snakes are very valuable animals as they eat rats, thus preventing them from spoiling the crops. Snake venoms have many toxins, proteins, and enzymes. Other important use of snake venoms is manufacture of anti-venom serum, the remedy for snake bite. In various cultures, the snake are eaten for medicinal purposes to cure gangrene, cholera, tuberculosis, meningitis, and in hemorrhagic disorders. Snake skin has an ornamental value. Now, what are the functions of snake venom? The normal function of snake venom is to immobilize the prey, to assist the indigestion. The angrier the snake is, the more active it eats venom. Properties of snake venom. Physical properties. Fresh snake venom is tasteless, odorless, or slightly fishy smell. Viscous liquid color pale yellow, green, or colorless. Specific gravity ranges from 1.03 to 1.07. Chemical properties. Snake venom is very complex in composition. The toxic component from different snake species are different. Snake venoms consist of neurotoxins, cardiotoxins, and bleeding toxins. It contains enzymes, peptides, amino acids, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleosides. It also contains inorganic phosphorus and metallic ions. Compositions. The snake venoms contains fibrinolysins, neurotoxins, agglutinins, cardiotoxins, deoxyribonucleases. Types of snake venoms. There are three types of snake venoms. The first is hemotoxins. The first is hemotoxins, that is viper venom contains hemolytic, hemorrhagic, necrotic substance which lead to necrosis. These lesions are due to intravascular coagulation and damage to vascular endothelium. Next is neurotoxins. Cobra and krait venoms contains polypeptides which causes neuromuscular block as they are highly neurotoxic and non-enzymatic components. Third is mixed toxin. Sea snake's venom is very much neurotoxic, myotoxic, and nephrotoxic. Effects of snake venoms: cardiotoxicity, neurotoxicity, necrotoxicity, nephrotoxicity, microtoxicity, and pro and anti-blood coagulation. Degree of strength of venom action. Many times, direct poisoning of the nerve centers affect the centers of the cord, then medulla oblongata affects the functional integrity of the brain. It also affects pneumogastric nerve producing cardiac and respiratory failure, and finally affects the sympathetic nervous system. Death occurs in the short time. Second is, if the victim survives, it shows the symptoms of hemorrhagic nature, ecchymosis, oozing of the dark thin blood from the orifices, hematogenous jaundice, fever, spongy bleeding, gums, sore throat, flushes, face, thirst, anorexia, etc. Third is different symptoms of inflammation, swelling at the seat of injury, agonizing pain, erysipelas, rapidly progressing to gangrene, inflammation of the lymphatic glands, etc. Now, snake-wise effects of the venom. Viper bite is the hemotoxic and hemorrhagic. Sea snake bite, it is a nephrotoxic. Krait and cobra bite is neurotoxic. Important remedies are bothrops, Crotellus horridus, Elaps, Lachesis, Naja, Vipera, and many more. General features: constitution. Hemorrhagic constitution, skin shows purple or mottled appearance. They are very restless. Temperature is melancholic. Temperament is melancholic. Thermal hot. Diathesis hemorrhagic. Miasm, psora, syphilis, and tubercular. Pathophysiology: they are neurotoxic venoms, they are vasculotoxic venoms, they are myotoxic venoms. The snake poisons decomposes the blood, making it more fluid and non-coagulable, resulting in hemorrhage. The hemolytic venoms causes breakdown of the RBCs, spreading plasma and hemoglobin, which brings down the oxygen carrying capacity, resulting into cyanosis. The venous produces local inflammation, agonizing pain in paralytic action. Also, doctrine of signature: the patient of Ophidia group is worse from warmth by hot drinks in the sun and in the summer. Second is the snake is more ferocious and poisonous when hungry. The patient of Ophidia group is aggravated by fasting and emulated by eating. Third is snake are poisonous. When we say the mind is poisoned, it means that there is a jealousy and suspicious. Fourth is the snake coils itself from left to right. So symptoms move from left to right in snake group. Fifth is immediately after a snake bite, the blood is let out from the site as a therapeutic measure to limit the extent of the damage. General relief from bleeding and any other discharges is the doctrine. Sixth, the snake is very sensitive to touch and vibration. Patient is also aggravated by touch. Seventh is the snake can swallow relatively large creatures easily due to the pressure created by solid in the throat. It can easily swallow the solid. So the doctrine of signature is patients can swallow solids easily. Last is the stools of the snake is black and offensive. The discharges are dark and offensive in the patient of the Ophidia group. Characteristic mental symptoms are anxiety, loquacity, suspiciousness, fear, religious insanity, spirituality, delirium, fastidious, irritable and quarrelsome, clairvoyance, competitiveness, seductive, attractive, double standards, hallucinations, delusion and illusions, misanthropy, secretiveness, greedy, jealous, most active at dusk and night, hydrophobia. Characteristic physical symptoms: periodicity, dark red blood, hemorrhagic diathesis, dark spot, petechia, side affinity that is left sided, pains goes from left to right, gangrene, ulcers bleed black blood, throbbing pain, hematuria, septicemia, hypersensitiveness, debility and prostration, inflammation of cellular tissue, paralysis, constrictiveness, dryness of the skin. Discharges are very offensive, profuse, bloody and dark. Craving alcoholic drinks, cold drinks and